Like,
it's Friday.
Knock it off.
my worst nightmare is like somebody like chaining me up, locking me up, and like blaring.
Yeah, this got real kinky.
Yeah. I didn't say something.
That's your worst
No,
nightmare.
hold on,
So you're not into BDSM then?
No, but locking me up and then at like giant like Back to the Future speakers on each side of me, where it would be like blaring fucking All Star by Smash Mouth, just like on repeat.
You want me to play that right now?
I got
Low key, hold up.
Fire
All Star came up in
baby.
conversation yesterday for me because I went down to San Diego for a hike, and it came up and it was fantastic.
What's you guys like?
We were so it was me.
I like the people that do somebody,
And it never changes.
Yeah, I love that.
I love that too. No, we were just doing like a card DJ where like we forced one person to choose a song, and when it ended, someone else had to choose a song.
So
there's no playlist.
Smash Mouth by
Someone did
All-Star?
Smash Mouth.
Who's
and
that somebody?
That it became this thing where like it was played like 4 times in a row, and I was like, I can't with this.
I love
This
that.
needs to change.
Throw
But
that person out of the car.
I didn't throw him out because unlike you, I don't mind that song because it does bring me back to the Shrek days, and I like Shrek. You know, get out of my swamp.
Another
Shrek-tastic.
What?
It was so Shrek-tastic.
But that song's not for Shrek. That
I know
song
it's not
is
for
Mystery Man.
But
I know.
they played
Hell
it
yeah.
in Shrek.
Hell
and it was
yeah,
great.
Mystery Man. Fuck yeah, brother.
On tonight's episode, Welcome to Derry has wrapped up. We have a fully retro Pizza Hut in Ohio that not enough people are talking about. Is Funko really in trouble? And we are remembering Rob Reiner. This is the Deeper Issues Nerdcast. Stick around because, well, you know what? Fuck. I started prematurely to try to get all this gotcha
Yeah, you
journalism,
did.
and I forgot to pull up the intro.
You know what?
Welcome to the Deep Issues Nerdcast.
I love that.
Where Pablo starts early.
Yeah, I started early and forgot, but now here is the intro.
Fantasies of God, fantasies.
You're like the Bash Bros of the podcast now.
Bash.
And I'm Mark.
And I
Welcome back to the place where we think all the deep thoughts about all the shallow things until we are all dead. Welcome back to the Deeper Issues Nerdcast.
Woo!
If this is your first time joining us, what we do is we take the weekly geeky zeitgeist and we make it accessible and digestible. So no nerdy background necessary to hang out, because if you don't know what we're talking about, we're going to nerd-splain it to you. Whether you're a total newbie or a level 99 pop culture wizard, myself and my panel of nerd-splainers, I can never get through this all the way. We have a PhD in pop culture in order to be your geeky guys, in order to discovering what kind of nerd you really are. So welcome to Gateway to all things nerdy. No gatekeeping allowed. This is the late night edition, starting very late tonight. Welcome back to the Deeper Issues Nerdcast. If you're watching us live, anyways. If you're not, then that's totally okay too.
It could be any time of the day.
Thanks
You can watch this whenever.
You can watch us whenever. You can
YouTube,
listen to us
Instagram.
wherever.
And while you're watching us and listening to us, you can hit that like button.
Holy
Oh.
shit. Yeah, my God.
Check that out.
This guy coming in.
Mhm.
professional.
Yeah, listen to Tommy Jeff on that one. Right on. Well, my panel of nerd-splainers, my council of geeky aficionados, my unconventional conventionalists to my left, from one blonde to another blonde. Only
It's all about
blondes
the
allowed on
blondes.
this couch from now on.
Wow. Looks like Diddy has just officially been banned from this couch.
Spiritual council of the
Spiritual.
Deep Issues Nerdcast, our resident guru, one Mr. Tommy Jeff. To my right, the right hand here at the Deeper Issues Nerdcast, fitting intentionally there, showing off all the branding behind him. Look at that. That's right. Because if you didn't know where we were at, all the branding exists behind Ty. We had to put somebody ethnic in front of our logo this time.
All right.
Wow.
You went
we, had,
there.
we had to do it. We're
What's
diverse
going on
here.
with you tonight?
Well,
Mr. Tyler Ciao.
All right, that's enough.
Wow.
We love that.
Our resident crash out queen, not crashing out hard enough just yet,
Okay.
but she can get there. If you haven't seen her documentary on Netflix, give it a watch. Let's keep those numbers up, people. Breaking records on Netflix.
Wow.
Oh, but she's not that Diddy. Live Diddy Julian King. Have you watched the documentary yet?
No, because
though?
now I'm pissed.
You watch it.
I haven't watched the documentary.
there's a
either.
I
record
haven't
now.
watched it yet.
Is it Day of Reckoning? Isn't it what it's called? Something like that? Or like
I haven't watched it.
Reckoning? A Reckoning is coming?
You know, I hate that
What?
this is my intro every single week.
Look, I'm sorry. If I just there's that.
You should have just had a
It's
different
she's
name.
the most topical
I know.
Diddy. It's called Diddy Reckoning, right? Gosh,
That's
I'm
pretty
not gonna
sick.
move on until I find out the title. Can somebody
It's pretty
I
sick.
cannot help. I have a cat on my lap who is also on my computer right now.
Yeah.
And once the cat chooses a spot, you don't.
You can't
move
move
the cat.
No, you
that's
can't.
that's
Like-
so
That's
valid.
so
Yeah, it's called The
So-
Reckoning.
So with that, until the cat leaves, there is no fact checking from me.
Don't ask.
We're
him.
gonna have fun tonight.
That's it.
Yeah.
As long as the pussy stays put.
It's all about that pussy in the
You
right
know
spot.
what? I'm done.
That putty.
All right. Oof. I hate that more.
Putty tat?
Putty tat.
That's you know,
Who are
Looney
you?
Tunes
Who are
fan?
you? Did you already announce
Yo,
yourself?
I miss Tweety Bird.
Oh my gosh, Nathan Haskell in the chat. What?
Yo, what's up?
All right. Right on. So now that we got the intros all out of the way, let's get to the this is the human element of the
Wait,
show.
wait. What's he saying? Bowling? What are we
Stop
bowling?
bullying me, bruh.
What are
I'm
we
not
bowling?
bullying.
That's you know what? Thank you,
Apparently
Nathan.
Nathan didn't read the charges because I want
That-
to say
You know
Stop
what?
bullying my
Does that-
fellow pink Mike. Am I
cover
reading
your-
that right?
You're using the same pink microphone.
Yeah.
Bully
it.
Yeah,
Show it who's boss.
we have this is a little segment we
TJ.
call
Look, it's the late night.
You are
It's the
out
late
of
night edition.
control.
I don't know what to tell you.
Somebody-
Pablo's coming early. You're bullying a pink Mike. I got a pussycat on my
Lock
Hey,
them up.
But most importantly, on top of all this, we learned something this week. This little segment.
I learned something.
We're not all about nerd-splaining on this show, right? Sometimes we learn things too. We learn things on a weekly basis. We're constantly learning, growing, changing. Time can change me. All right.
That's why we're really here to hear you.
Yeah,
sing live.
Tommy Jeff, what did you learn this week?
Ah, man. Okay, so it's more like a remembrance of what I have already known, but like kind of forgot.
That's fair.
You know, sometimes a quickie is just great. You know, like a really like a really quick hike, like a quick like 1.2 mile hike, you know, 2.4, sometimes 2.5 mile hike round trip
Okay.
gives you some of the best views there is, you know. But like sometimes because like what I've been doing is like I've been
You're
trying to
nasty
do
tonight, dude.
I've been trying to do longer hikes. Like I don't want I'm going out and like it's like I don't want to do less than 10 miles today, right? Like round trip, 5 miles out, 5 miles in at the bare minimum, right? So I've been so focused on that like some of the hikes just suck, right? There's nothing great. You're just out in the mountains. You're just hiking to hike instead of for like a view or a purpose. So I looked up this. I was like looking up like some hikes or just like some.
You're in it for the
trails.
scenery. You're like, I'm here for.
Well, yeah. So like I was like
the aesthetics.
like
of
over the
shit.
last 2 weeks, I was just like, I just need to be like, I need a good view and I need like an intention for the hike instead of just being on a hike.
Yeah.
Right. So I did some research and everything. And I found this one down San Diego. So I drove an hour and 45 minutes down to San Diego for this hike. And it was like a mile and a quarter to like like through the canyon to just see like this view and like do this cool hike.
Yeah.
And it was a mile and a quarter back. And it was fantastic. It didn't even take me like 40 minutes. Like the whole thing, I was there for like 2.5 hours, but like the hiking portion of it was super, super quick. And what's crazy is you had to actually like climb on this hike. Like it had like really like weird. I mean, like if you're a hiker, they're not weird, but like a really weird like ladder that's like extremely steep. to be able to navigate through this canyon, which was also just like a lot of fun.
What's
and
it called? What is it?
So it's Annie's Canyon.
Annie's Canyon.
Yeah. So it's in San Diego, or just north of San Diego.
I really, if I'm driving that far,
you want to go for like a 10-mile hike.
I want to go to. No, have you been to Runyon?
I have been to Runyon.
I know it's like, I know this is gonna sound basic, but
I
know I get
it's a good hike though.
It's a great
Runyon's
hike
a
if
good
you
hike.
do it within under a certain amount of time. Well, and also it's like I used to love, that was the one thing I feel like I miss about Hollywood. Genuinely, I love that Runyon Canyon,
Mhm.
but not just because like it is a good exercise. It's also just fucking wild.
Yeah.
Like it is like Hollyweird at its finest. Because
Hollyweird.
yes, it is. You see, like
Nice.
it's like the weirdest fitness nuts.
Mhm.
I remember, and then like
is.
just like all the insanity that you see in Hollywood, like in one general free space to work out
Mhm.
in, and then you mix in some normal people, you mix in some attractive people, you mix in some celebrities, and it's just like, and you know, like the occasional like crackhead or mountain lion or just fucking weird scenario of what happened at Runyon.
It is. It's such a cool, like,
So you're talking about scenery.
conglomeration of it. I mean, yeah, like you have scenery when you do that. It's a great hike, but I've done
Is
it
hike the
so
secret word?
much.
And I'm not.
I don't have a secret word actually. I don't have a secret word.
Nathan Haskell says drink every time Tommy Jeff says drink.
Drink every time.
Hike.
You figured
Hey,
it out. Hike's a
Oh.
secret word.
It's a
No.
secret word.
no, I
I'll
legit
try
don't have
somebody else
it.
on my-
I think they're asleep, to be honest. Like
Hike's
it's midnight
Hike's
in
still a secret word.
Chicago.
But what I was gonna say, like one time I remember, and I'm not a star fucker by any means necessary. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you're a celebrity.
I feel like you're
Unless,
a
but
star fucker.
there's a few celebrities.
If you
I'm
were
kind of into.
presented the opportunity, you'd fuck a star.
Well, all right. So I remember I was like hiking, like
What are we doing here?
really hard down Runyon one time
Got you, Nathan.
when I first moved to Hollywood. And what was crazy and cool was, it was exactly that. I was like crackhead, attractive people, and crackhead, and just like normal people. And then like I'm like focused, and then I look over, and I was hiking next to Lenny Kravitz.
Oh,
Wow.
I was just like,
hike fucker.
what's up? And I just went back on my hike, but it's just like, what a weird fucking random, I don't know.
Like
We're
Stroll
using
on
sticks
Runyon
to
Canyon. Yeah, like
Why are we using sticks to hike, brother?
like
That's how I
yeah.
walk. That's how I hike. I just
Yo,
don't have
walking
my-
You
sticks
hike
are
like
helpful.
this?
Yeah,
With
With
walking
Lenny
sticks.
Kravitz and who else?
I get all the calisthenics and shit.
Sure.
Yeah, you did.
Anyways,
You know, like while
But
we're on the topic of
hiking
hikes,
for the scenery.
Yeah.
Is that what that was the
yeah,
learn?
like it was just a remembrance of it. Of like,
Yeah.
go back to it for it instead of just like the act of doing it.
yeah.
Fun fact though that we're talking about Runyon Canyon. You know what's really cool and unique about LA?
Runyon Canyon.
All the hikes.
Hold on.
no, I'm
Okay.
just,
LA
Runyon's the only one.
No, LA has
But it's a good hike.
3 different mountain ranges that actually cut through LA City, right? Like through the city, you have 3 different mountain ranges that cut through it.
Yeah,
No other city in the US has the same thing. Denver's on a plateau that leads to the Rockies, like because everyone goes to Denver with that.
that's right. You hear
Right?
that, Denver?
Like, but they don't have a
fucks.
mountain
Stop
range
looking down on
going
us.
through the city.
Yeah,
LA is
Denver.
built around 3 unique mountain ranges, and that's such a cool fact about LA.
that's true.
Yeah.
I like
Like,
that fucking Denver.
well, because like I had a feeling you were gonna be like, dude, what about Denver?
No,
I don't think Pablo would have ever said that.
Yeah, that's why I was like, nah, man.
you gave me a lot of credit on that. I appreciate you.
That's a lot of
Look,
credit.
I appreciate the
I
credit
mean-
that you have just supplied me, but
You're welcome. Use it wisely.
He's like,
my credit score just went up.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Pablo's like,
yeah.
oh, that's crazy. I just finished this wrestling comic.
Ty, what did you learn this week?
There's a bug.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
hit it.
we learned
You
about
weren't
bugs,
prepared.
too.
Oh, Ty wasn't prepared with. You didn't have a whole.
Well, no, it's
I
funny.
don't have a
You know,
whole
it's
thing.
funny that you say that because my mom was like, "How come you didn't share last week what you learned? You just got back from Oregon." I'm like, I'm just pressing buttons now.
Oh! I learned Ty's a button. He's a good button
Dang.
presser, though.
You
gotta
know
work
what?
with your
You guys
strengths,
need
bro.
to calm down tonight.
What's wrong with the late show Deeper Issues
Okay.
Nerdcast?
This is the
You
deepest
know,
issues.
like,
Settle
The
down.
deepest issues.
Imagine.
we're having some
Deep-
fun.
If I say hike,
Take a drink.
take a drink. So last, I'm gonna just really quickly because I got to get out of my system. What I learned from Oregon, so like their cryptid is Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Yes.
But what the little known fact that I learned while on that
Are you
trip
sure? I thought they're cryptids. Never mind.
is what?
I was about to make an off-color political joke. But
I mean, they are size queens up there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind. Go, I'm gonna save that one. Put that one in my back pocket.
Bat
What else are you
Squatch.
putting back there?
You know
That-
what? We have to stop.
Bat Squatch was their other main cryptid.
Like a bat Sasquatch.
Yeah, exactly. It's-
So are the arms wings, or does he have regular all four extremities and then wings?
So
Bat
when I-
Squatch, I got you.
yeah,
I'll
look it
up
up
a picture.
because
I got a pussy on my lap. I don't
Can
know
we
what
look
to tell
up Bat
you.
Squatch, please?
I don't. So I really don't know.
Who
'cause-
told you about the legend of Bat Squatch? Where did you learn about? Do you mean like did you like go off and off track there and like?
Well, because I noticed.
But
there
let's
was,
pretend like you did. Be like, I ran into a medicine man in the backwoods of,
all right.
of Oregon, and
I'm in
he
both.
told you about the legend of Bat Squatch. So what? Tell me more about Bat
Yeah,
Squatch.
that's what happened.
That's all you know.
That's all. No, so
No, it's not. He won't shut up. You won't shut up, Pablo. He looks like a werewolf with bat wings.
yes. So
Does he hike by chance?
maybe. So Bat Squatch, there's so much Bigfoot and Sasquatch merch like all throughout Portland.
Mhm.
And I'm like, so this must be their cryptid. And I just Googled it while I was in the car and I was like, oh, like something else is like a high, like there's two hits, like Sasquatch and Back Squatch. And I'm like,
Of course.
I'm like, that's not real. And then I looked it up. I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting. This is way cooler than Bigfoot.
yeah, fuck
Mhm.
Bigfoot
Yeah.
and
We got
Denver.
Back Squatch.
Yeah, you go to hike in LA, you might find a Bigfoot.
So far, Bigfoot, your old news. Denver, fuck you.
I need you to put The Simpsons where Homer works for the supervillain.
Can we
And he's
just-
like, I know this isn't the Dallas Cowboys, but it's one more step closer to your dream.
I need to
And they
put.
pan out, oh, the Denver Broncos. Well, I think only the Broncos are very good. We just don't know football, Marge.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's true. Dude, I'm for. All right, so you met the medicine man in the backwoods.
Yeah, I was buying some Sasquatch merch like a sucker.
Yeah, and you're
And
like,
there was no Bat Squatch merch. I'm like, what are we doing here?
What are we doing here?
This is a missed opportunity. So there is a museum I also found out
look at
like
this.
near.
This is. I'm pulling this
got a
up. If you're
picture?
on the audio version, you just have to Google that shit yourself. But if you're watching this live, which is the benefit of that. This is Bat Squatch.
Yeah, there he is.
What did he pull down? There he is. Look at him. He's like one of the fucking gargoyles from the show Gargoyles.
Dude, yeah. I can see
Wow,
that.
I see that.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
All right. Anyways, but no Bat Squat merch.
Yeah. Well, so there is a museum over there. I definitely want to check out next time I go. But that was like my first time seeing. Like I was telling TJ, I was like, dude, I thought of you when I was in Oregon because like there's so many like trees and trails. I'm like, I am not used to this living in the suburbs. So that was really cool. Just to like,
Oh yeah, dude.
travel, like TJ's always been giving me good advice, like go travel, go explore the world, and I had that opportunity and it was really nice and refreshing. It is very gloomy over there, which I like, but I could see like having that constant's kind of a downer, kind of like Seattle.
it's so cool to have like the gloomy weather
It is cool.
until you have it 300 days out of the year.
Yeah,
Right.
and then you're
But
fucking
like
right.
occasionally, like waking up with the fog around us the last like 3 weeks,
Great.
love it.
Yeah.
this is why motherfuckers end up seeing Bat Squatch out there. Okay,
It's
so what I
true.
learned
Yeah.
about Bat Squatch here from just Google AI
Sure.
is it's a legendary flying cryptid from the Pacific Northwest and a mix of Bigfoot and a giant bat, first widely reported after the 1980 Mount St. Helen eruption.
Hmm.
Often described as
I
a
knew that
large
awakened some
blue-furred
demons.
humanoid with leathery wings, glowing eyes, and a wolf-like face. Connected to local trauma and folklore, sightings describe a massive creature with huge wingspan, sometimes affecting car engines and appearing as a symbol of the region's mysterious wilderness.
Yes, that was the weird thing I had read. I was like, why would it
You mean the
affect
weird thing you
car
learned from the
engine-
mountain man?
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
okay.
Yeah, not Google AI. The mountain man told me,
Yeah.
watch out, protect your car, it affects the engines. And I was like, why? Like, why would a monster do this? Is it like it's so
Fucking
is it-
telekinesis, dude.
There it is. There it is. I don't know why I didn't think of
He's
that.
like a mix of Mothman and Sasquatch.
With telekinesis.
Because
Bat and Sasquatch.
listen, Bat Squatch is also a cryptid in Idaho.
Wait, is it Bat Squatch or Back Squatch?
Bat.
Like a bat.
Bat.
Oh,
vampire
hold
bat.
up. I've been saying
What?
Back Squatch, BACK, the entire time because that's
Welcome.
what I thought you got.
You saw the photo.
I did not
Bats.
see the photo. It did not come up on
Oh.
there.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
bat.
Bat, as in
Like Dracula bat.
yeah,
Yeah,
The
vampire
Dracula
bat.
bat.
Vampire bat.
That's fair. I liked back squatch.
Mm,
yeah.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah.
No,
a
bat
whole
squatch is
different-
also a cryptid in Idaho
Oh, nice.
because we are considered the Pacific Northwest.
Okay.
But Sasquatch, bat squatch. But also I think that Idaho just like
Copied
doesn't
it.
have anything. Like, well, no, I do think that they have cryptids. And I think that the Pacific Northwest ones are it, but they
Yeah.
don't have like a team, like they don't have any famous teams. They don't have any,
Like they don't have like
You know what I mean?
the cryptid.
Yeah.
so
true.
they
They have
latch on,
potatoes.
don't piss me off because
They got
I'm from the
potato land.
I'm from the Panhandle, which is Canada, which is the Pacific Northwest. Okay.
Is potatoless?
No
Idaho?
potatoes. It's all mountains, brother, and lakes.
Idaho?
Yeah.
No potatoes in that part of Idaho?
Dude,
The
Idaho's got
Panhandle?
the Wampus cat.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. But that is dumb. Okay.
It also has lake monsters
And the
like
Lake
Charlie.
Monster, the Lake Charlie. Okay. Which I will say is just Nessie.
They just rebranded.
It's just
And
rebranded.
you got the Idaho Wild Man.
We do have the Idaho Wild Man, and that is any
What the fuck
crackhead
is the
on a
Idaho
Friday night.
Wild Man?
That's any crackhead on a Friday night. That's how
hold
you
up,
are right now.
Hold up. Idaho has unique Aoihi mountain dwarves.
We do have dwarves. It's
Oh.
true.
Dude, Idaho's got a lot of cool shit.
I love
Yeah, because
dwarves. I love the
we're
dwarves.
deep in the mountains.
Yeah.
brother, and then
Yeah.
lakes. But why I say that we kind of stole some stuff is because like Charlie is just Nessie.
Yeah. You know
what I mean?
Idaho Wildman, to answer that, by the way, is a Bigfoot like hairy humanoid common in many forested regions with numerous sightings in Idaho.
Did you
So
say it
it-
was just a crackhead on a Friday night?
And that's true.
I mean, that's probably
you can
true
believe
too.
me.
Probably what it was.
But
If it wasn't for Florida Man, Idaho
Yeah.
would have taken it.
exactly. But no, he's just like Sasquatch. But they also talk about Bat Squatch there and Sasquatch.
Nice.
This
So-
could be the Mothman just in a
Well, no, because people also up there claim that they seen the Jersey Devil. I'm like, that's
The
not even
Jersey
around
Devil.
here. And then they also say Chupacabra, and I'm like, that's not around.
shout
here.
Oh my God, Idaho's also got the Wapaloosie.
Yeah, it's true.
So
Wapaloosie.
It's true. We do.
I think you mean the Wapaloosie.
It's true. We
I
do.
don't think it's. I think you're mispronouncing that. I'm pretty sure it's
That's-
Wapaloosie.
It's a Wapaloosie,
We-
Wapaloosie.
Recoined the term.
Yeah.
It's like an evil monkey looking thing.
So Nathan
Yeah.
was born
Like-
in Boise.
Who?
Nathan.
Oh, no way.
Oh, dude, that's wild.
Nathan?
That's what we learned. Diddy, what did you learn this week?
Well, I kind of was like,
I just
putting
learned
my
about
whole
a
thing in the back.
Wapaloosie.
I was just telling y'all that also Idaho has a lot of cryptids that I think that they've kind of co-opted from other things.
Mhm.
And then I just think that there's a bunch of Sasquatch walking around and Bat Squatch.
Yeah.
I saw a Bat Squatch. I
Mhm.
didn't.
Okay.
I never saw. No,
Only
I don't know.
since 1980.
Yeah,
I wasn't even born.
Yeah.
I wasn't born yet. I don't know. What I learned is that it's December 17th, and that this year is the fastest year of my entire life. And I did
Yeah.
watch. I put on I watch the same Christmas movies every single year. And last
Mm.
night I put on like a new one with a bunch of famous people in it. Oh my God, who's in it? Oh, Michelle Pfeiffer, like
What's the
Leary.
name of that movie?
It's
Dennis
called
Leary.
Dennis Leary.
Yeah.
Jason Schwartzman. And it's called Oh What Fun or something. And I was like, oh, this looks like
Fun?
I was like, this looks like fun.
Looks like a lot of
And
fun.
I was like, oh, I like
The-
most of
What it
these
is
people.
in the title. Yeah.
I put it on. What a piece of shit. I was so pissed off watching it because I was like, what do you mean? This is what Christmas movies are now? I'm just going to keep watching the same ones I
This
watch
was a
every
recent?
single year. Yeah, it just came out.
Oh.
So, do you watch Miracle on 34th Street?
No.
Oh,
Oh, that's
But I
good
mean,
one.
I didn't mean to say
the
it that
newer
mean.
one.
no, the original.
No,
the,
the
black and
original.
white one.
Yeah, the
I
black
do
and
wa-
white.
I
You didn't
do-
like the newer one with the little girl who's Matilda?
Matilda?
No, I grew up with. Okay, I grew up
That's
with
a
the
sweet
original.
movie.
I grew up
like
with
it.
the original.
I grew up with the original because it's my mom's favorite.
My mom
and
too.
We watched it like 20 times in December.
That's
Okay.
why I
every
don't
year.
like
Wait a
it
second,
because my
Ty.
mom over.
Yeah.
Oh, see, like it's a comfort thing
I was
for
looking
me
up the
now.
movie.
Like I love it
Oh,
because of
No,
that.
do you have a sound effect right now to transition us? We need to have this discussion actually right now. So I'm
Wait,
glad
this
you
is
brought
my.
this up.
I learned.
I know, but
Yeah.
while you learned, we
But
also
I'm
need to
derailed
start
us.
talking about Christmas movies
Okay, fine.
to watch this Christmas. I still want to hear what you learned, but is there some sort of sound effects that we say, hey, this is part of the show where we're talking about Christmas movies? We don't have any Christmas movies. Boom. All right. We're not.
Oh yeah.
Okay. What
Nothing
did you,
says Christmas like
what did-
Kool-Aid.
what did you learn, Diddy? And we'll talk about Christmas movies because I have a recommendation for you and the world.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I know that there are some good new Christmas movies, but I watched that one and I was
Is
like,
there?
are. You know what? Because The Night Before is a great Christmas movie.
Yeah,
And that's new.
Great fucking movie.
Never saw it.
It's great. It's so good.
I'll take
Yeah.
your word.
But this movie couldn't stand it. The whole time I was like, I was
what
pissed off.
fun?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's called
That's it.
Oh, What Fun.
Who was so Dennis Leary?
I'll read it too. Hold on. I'm on
This is
IMDb.
shit. You say, do not watch
Listen
this
to me.
fucking movie.
It
this
is about
Christmas.
a narcissistic mother
Oh.
and her fucked up family, and then they forget her on the way to a concert in a very like Home Alone. They accidentally forget her,
Can you see it
and
on the
then
screen,
she's
Pablo?
like, you know what? My family doesn't care about me,
Michelle
and she
Pfeiffer.
literally leaves her family and like drives to California, leaves them, and they're all like, oh, what are we gonna do without her? I'm like, call her. Why aren't any of you calling her? Why aren't you calling her? And
We
she
left
then she stays in a hotel, and then her car gets towed and she buys a new car, and it's like Uber home. Like, what do you mean? How far away are you from home? Just Uber home. It's Christmas. I don't know.
is it supposed to take place at a different point in time?
It's
Or does
not.
it take place in
It takes
2025?
2025. And it's so confusing and weird. And she's like a dick in it. And we're supposed to be like, oh, yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Mom's
is.
got it real bad. And it's so annoying. And I was watching it and Christmas shopping and looking for ideas and crafting. And I was like, what a piece of shit.
Michelle Pfeiffer is the mom in this
Yeah.
movie? She's too hot to be an empathetic
She's
mom.
so too hot to
You're
be an
too
empathetic
hot.
mom.
You're too hot for me to feel bad about
The
you being left at home, you
entire-
sultry old freaking.
I'm like, call an Uber, you
You
dumbass.
sultry old cougar, you.
Literally.
What?
Pablo's like, I never forget you.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
The whole family's like, oh, we got to leave the show right now to go get her. And it's like, just call her and be like, oh, fuck, we thought you were in that car and we thought you were in that car. Call an Uber. And she's like bawling her eyes out. I'm like, I'm supposed to feel bad.
Evil
Ugh.
Longoria's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, it
Havana
sucked.
Rose. Look. Oh, wow. Okay.
Sounds like
Yeah.
a movie made just to make money.
It truly was. It
We
bad.
need a cha-ching sound.
Yeah. 2025.
And it was the stacked cast, guys. Stacked cast. And it was still not good
Damn.
whatsoever.
Hey.
That's what I have to say. Watch it. It's
Well,
bad.
you know,
IMDb gave it a 5.3 out of 10.
this is the problem. This
Oh,
is
okay.
probably one of those movies.
Out of
Fuck,
5?
what?
This is probably one of those movies that's like, well, you guys got to dumb this down. This is gonna be background movie while everybody's on their phone.
Oh,
wrapping presents or some shit.
Yeah,
gotta
So
nobody-
compete
I
with
mean,
the Hallmark
and quite literally it
movies.
was because I was like Christmas shopping and like doing art and stuff.
So this is the problem.
But I
feel like
kept
these
tuning
days.
in and being like, "What is this?
well,
This sucks."
Why have I not turned this off yet?
Yeah,
It's
I did.
like
watch-
a train wreck. You
I
can't
did.
look away.
Yeah, I did watch the whole thing, and at the end of it, I said out loud. My dad came downstairs and he was like, "What are you yelling about?" Well, I just heard you yell, "What a piece of shit!" like 3 times.
Yeah,
And
no,
I'm like, sorry.
I'm not doubting this movie sucks. It looks awful,
But it's just like
but
that
I'm still
thing.
gonna watch it.
Well, yeah.
Just 'cause-
Yeah.
In fact, thanks for turning me on. I'm like, oh yeah, a new fucking shitty holiday movie. All right.
I
guess.
mean, yeah,
I'll wrap presents while I played in the background.
yeah. You know, and there's something there's something about a shitty holiday movie that I love. But there has to be something in it that keeps me there. Like there's nothing in it that
Yeah.
kept me there.
What kept you there was your multitasking.
Yeah.
You're shopping at everything.
Yeah.
Like that's
what
why
kept me
you-
there
Amazon,
was
yeah,
actually
clever
hate.
fuck.
It was
Yeah.
like pure hate that kept me there.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
I was like looking up. I was like sculpting, you guys. I was
Yeah, because
sculpting.
if you turn
and I
the
looked
movie
up and I
off-
was like, ugh. And I just go back to
Yeah. if you turn the movie off, it's like the movie wins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had to see it through.
Dude,
I'm like,
I
I'm not gonna
feel
let
that.
you win
Yeah.
this.
Oh no, I
fucking
couldn't
feel
let it
that.
win.
Yeah, you're not just gonna defeat me like that.
Oh, I had to get through it.
I've committed to this shit.
Yes. So I'm glad you guys understand that.
yeah, I
Yeah.
get that for sure.
Okay. I
Uh,
feel seen.
I will
Yeah.
say I'm gonna do.
I'm that petty. the
you.
movie's not gonna win.
I want to talk about a random movie that, in doing this VHS thing, it's like movies that I forgot existed. Which, by the way, I found a Michelle Pfeiffer one that was fucking crazy because she's like tan and has brown hair in it. It's weird. But Christmas movies, and at
Sounds
first
fake.
I was looking for this movie, and then like the VHS gods sent them all into my direction like at once. And now I even own a sealed copy of it. But have you guys ever seen this Babes in Toyland with
Oh, yeah.
Keanu Reeves?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah. have you guys seen this? Drew Barrymore
No.
Yeah.
and the guy who plays Mr. Miyagi.
Yes.
Yeah, is this?
You've never seen it? You
Yes,
never
I
heard of it?
have.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
I'm,
saying
just-
like
I'm
never.
explaining it to maybe people who have not
Oh.
Like
seen it.
me, because I
on
have
the
not
internet.
seen it.
Okay.
Uh,
Fair enough.
the insanity that I forgot. Like
It's weird.
I blacked out on this movie for like a solid chunk of my life. I saw it, and then I remembered its existence, and I was like, "Oh, this was a shared experience that people had together." And it's fucking bananas. And it's 1986. Friggin' Pat Morita, who's Mr. Miyagi, is in it as the toy maker. Drew Barrymore plays a young lady named Lisa Piper, and then there's a young Keanu Reeves. Do you guys know Babes in Toyland, the story in general? It's just a retelling of it, right? So it's like this little girl. It's kind of like a Wizard of Oz sort of thing, right?
Why are you looking at me?
It's a Wizard of
Oh,
Oz
it's-
sort of deal.
It's a remake of the 1961 movie.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
an old just Christmas story in general. It's a book and everything, right?
I don't know.
Fun fact: Drew Barrymore is a little baby on that film, high as hell on cocaine.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
Well, everybody involved in the making this movie was probably high as hell on cocaine because there's no way this movie exists without cocaine. This movie is a direct. You can trace this back. This is less than 6 degrees of separation. It's like 1 degree of separation to cocaine because this movie's a fever dream.
Yeah.
And it's insane.
Oh, this was made in the 80s? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, okay, this
Yeah.
movie is so weird and wild. But what I remember the most about this strange ass film is before Drew Barrymore like bonks her head and gets in a car wreck. So she bonks her head, gets in a car wreck, and she wakes up in a land of toys, and she's a babe in Toyland, right? And then, like, just like the Wizard of Oz, like the characters, the supporting characters that are off to kind of see a wizardess-like creature who is the toy maker. People like journey along the way with her, and then there's like a even evil villain along the way as she's trying to like get to this guy to get back home, kind of deal. And all of the characters are played by the people she was in the car wreck with that she knew, like her sister and whatnot, but they're just different in this universe. And Keanu Reeves plays like the male, he's like the sister's boyfriend at some point. And the weird fucking part about this movie is that they're driving in the car before she gets a car wreck and gets sent to Toyland. That randomly, like, it just starts off as a normal 80s film. And they're in the car, and I don't remember if the radio or something's not broken, but they just break into this singular musical number. And the song is about them, like, because they live in Cincinnati, Ohio. And I don't know if this was like a writing tool to be like, how do we explain to the audience that these folks live in Cincinnati? Well, you know, why don't we
Let's do one song.
one song.
Yes.
I have it. And the song, I can never forget it. I haven't seen this movie. I have it on VHS, but I haven't seen it in
Trying to find a trailer.
easily 20 some odd years. But I remember the song that they're singing in the car because it goes,
Oh,
Here we
I
go.
come from CIN, Cincinnati, in the greatest state, Ohio, Ohio, USA. At first they called it Cincy, but since Cincy was so natty, they called it Cincy. And it's like, it breaks into like, now the boys, now the girls. And I don't know.
high as hell.
I don't know what the fuck to make heads or tails of this film.
My
I-
favorite is that you still remember this.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
I swear
That
to
is
God.
so fucking funny.
Since he was so natty, is the best line.
that line. At first they called it Cincy, but since Cincy was so natty, they called it Cincinnati. And I feel like I need to find the lyrics because there's more to it. And that, oh, you're looking for the trailer.
I'm watching
But
the
it is a
trailer.
weird film, like strange costumes, like young Keanu Reeves in it. And how old was Drew Barrymore in this film? This is after E.T. because E.T. was like 84.
She must be like 13 or something. Right?
That looks like old wizard Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, and there's like that villainous character. Like, dude, it's such a look. The teddy bear
Oh,
police.
he's fighting
You
to
see
get out.
them fight like Keanu Reeves is straight up arrested by the teddy bear police in Toyland. It's just and
Keanu
there's-
Reeves says Budapest in it.
Yeah, I
That'd
don't
be
know. But
Budapest.
I will say, go watch Babes in Toyland. Oh yeah, that's the evil villain's trying to force the young maiden to like marry her. So he's like as old school of a villain as you can get. That I'm so evil, I'm gonna steal this woman from this man and force her to marry me.
Yeah. Classic.
So great.
That's
So great.
That's it. Watch Babes in Toyland, 1986. Keanu Reeves, Drew Barrymore.
I will tell you that I will watch it,
It's
but
really-
it is never going to be watched.
Oh,
I'm just saying it out of the courtesy of
Yeah,
it's the
no.
nice
I know
thing
you
to
won't
say.
watch it.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
never
you
gonna
folks
watch
out
it.
there in TV land,
join us
if
in the
you
insanity.
if you want some Christmas cheer and to go
Fueled by
insane-
cocaine.
And if you want to sing about Cincy being
Hey, if you
so
want a
natty,
white Christmas,
It's
Yeah,
just
you
it's
want
a
a white
it's a
Christmas.
very strange perspective of and lost in the archives this
Bless
Christmas
you.
film.
this
So,
cat sneezed.
bless you.
so can I just say real quick?
Yes.
Obviously, we want to promote physical media. If you can, apparently,
down.
Dink has a physical copy of this movie.
Oh yeah. it's
But
true.
if you don't live near us, supposedly Pluto TV and Tubi have this movie streaming for free.
oh yeah, so I like Tubi. I'll support Tubi all day. They're
Yeah.
free.
They're free.
They're just old school free TV.
You can watch free Babes in Toyland.
Yeah. Okay. So it's on Tubi. There you go. You deal with some commercials, but just that's TV. And
Or YouTube TV if you have that subscription.
yeah, dude, I have no idea. Like, there's so many fucking weird.
Oh, the Roku channel too.
Well, fuck Roku though.
Oh,
Watch it on Tubi.
Well, I'm
he's
just
got his
I'm just-
specific things that he supports.
Wait, is
and that's
Roku still?
it.
Is
Hold on.
Roku still around?
I guess.
Yeah, it is. This is a Roku TV that we're watching because it's $99 at like.
You
like
are.
look, here's the
shit.
storyline really quick. 11-year-old Lisa has no time for toys. She's too busy taking care of her siblings and cooking for her mother. During the Christmas Eve blizzard, Lisa travels to Toyland in a Wizard of Oz-like fashion.
Hold
Yeah, it
on.
says that.
Hold on. Can I
And
stop you for a
just in time
second?
for the wedding.
How did we get on the topic of this fucking movie?
Because-
I
Christmas
don't
movies.
Bad
even know
Christmas movies.
how we
I did
derailed
it.
so far into this.
Was this on your docket?
No, it wasn't. But it's just something that's been on my
We're gonna
mind
be
all
here
week.
late, y'all.
Yes.
Like, how did we get here?
So, look,
Pablo, what did you
watch
learn?
this fucking. Okay, I'll
That's
say
what
hey,
he learned.
Pablo,
That's what
yeah.
he learned.
Okay,
Pablo.
He
that's
already
fine.
did it.
no, I will say this. I'm going to. So we shot a Halloween special this year.
Oh.
I was gonna say we
As a-
did not shoot a Christmas special.
We did not. This is the Christmas special. So hence why I'm talking about the Christmas.
I'm
figure.
wearing my Christmas sweater.
I'm wearing this hobo jungle Ventura, California sweater from our cousin Deborah here, who apparently does not have a shop, so you can't get it. But I mean,
Yeah, you can't
get
She
it.
does have
It's
a
a
shop.
one of
I didn't
one.
even-
yeah, can you pull up her Etsy shop really quick? Because I'm gonna tell you guys.
It's not on
something.
Etsy. You have to go to her
You have to go to her Instagram,
Boone Carver.
Boone Carver website,
What's it say?
or is that just her?
What city?
Instagram?
What city? does it
Ventura,
say?
California.
Oh.
It's called the
Is
hobo,
this
the
the-
hobo jungle.
Is that what Ventura is called, or is this the cryptid of Ventura?
Yes,
Maybe a little bit of both. I remember.
You
Okay,
can
so
see
we
them on
shot this
hikes.
Halloween special, and when I was pitching you guys this Halloween special off camera, a lot of times I was saying, guys, I'm going to enter this in, and we're going to win a Webby, right? Because the Webbies are a thing.
Oh,
I learned a little bit more about the Webbies. So
and no go.
no, sorry, we're not getting a Webby, but I'll tell you why. I was going to submit our episode for a Webby,
Uh-huh.
and because they had a podcast category and had so many subcategories that you could pick from. And I was like, well, just like anything, you're going to play the ratio. Like, I'm going to submit for your consideration, people who are in charge of the Webbies. I'm going to submit the Deeper Issues Nerdcast Halloween special. I picked categories such as like best new podcast, best individual episode, comedy, interviewer talk show, news and politics, scripted fiction, television and film. I'm like, let me pick all of the categories. And then even at the end, Webbies are like, well, we think, using whatever they have for their AI is like, we think you should fucking also maybe submit for this, and this. And I'm like, okay, sure. Why the fuck not, Webbies? I'm going to submit. And then you're like submitting, I'm entering all the information. So it's like the first page and they're like, all right, moving on to the second part, the second page. And then I get to the third page. And the third page is where they bill you.
Oh yeah.
The third page is like,
You gotta pay
oh,
for
Yeah, you
it.
probably have to pay to do all
oh,
that.
you
shit.
want to submit for a Webby? Not based on like we're submitting all the things on the internet. You're gonna pay to play. And I was like, I picked all the categories. I'm like, okay, well, how much is one category? The one category for the Webbies to submit for one category is $565.
So
And
how many categories did you
a
select?
lot. And when I
And
got
how
towards,
much was
when I-
this total?
when I got towards my basket at the end, our total was $12,430. And
I can't.
and I said,
You chose 24 categories.
something around that line. Yeah, I don't know.
That's a lot of categories though.
That's
Yeah, well,
a-
but there was a
we're
lot of
great.
podcast categories that it was
Yeah.
giving me the option to. And I was like, oh, you're helping me out. You're nudging me where I should go. It's like, oh, based on
No,
this.
they
information.
wanted more.
This is why they nudge you to it. You should
Yeah.
also submit to these
Yeah.
categories
Yeah, but
for an extra
got-
$5,000.
I got.
No, you got a tiny fridge right there. I just saw that.
Oh, yeah.
That
What?
is so cute.
But
How
no-
many does that fit?
No big, just 4.
That's as many as you drink.
In
Mhm.
one
That's all I
podcast.
need.
And then you keep the other 4.
And it's
Right next to
sustainable.
you.
I bought it at a Goodwill. I bought it. I'm sorry, at a thing. Yeah, I bought it at a Goodwill, and it was like $9.
How much?
Honestly,
energy
that's a
you
W.
$9.
That's a
Yeah.
win.
Yeah, it's
But
just a little
only
tiny
White
regular-
Claws though, huh?
Well, because
I
the
bet you couldn't.
slenderness
Yeah,
of
they're
the can
they're slender.
works
and
out
tall.
just well. And I've been
Yeah.
into these peach ones. But yeah, anyways,
Anyways,
go
what a
fuck
buzz!
off.
Fuck,
I mean, like
fuck
that's
you.
weird that you are not, some people should be. I understand a fee. I do understand fees for festivals and things like that. I'm not opposed to that.
Dude, I thought you
That
were
is
gonna say
common
like
practice.
$40.
Yeah.
per-
Yeah, I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
so, too.
Fair.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Not-
that's
look here. I probably would have even been like, oh, these categories are $150.
Yeah, no.
But like $565, like the point of like, I feel like a lot of people on the internet is and then it got me reminded of the internet is not the place that it once was.
No.
Because
Everything's
even all
highly
these like
curated.
writing conferences I've been going to, like they're like, oh, if you want to do this, it's extra $200. Oh, if you want to pitch to this person, it's $200 and $100 for this and $100 for that. And it's like, what do you mean?
Yeah, well,
And then when you meet with them, they're just like, here's my notes. And it's like, oh, what? I just thought that you were going to let me pitch. And then they're like,
I'm going to remind everybody that the internet, when it was first, the infrastructure had been in there for years before anybody tapped into it. And if you remember the early days of the internet, there was things like Net Zero and like all these different services that was the free internet. The infrastructure exists there for the people. Literally, cell phone companies and data companies just claimed it. That's it. I don't know. I could be wrong. And maybe there were legalities later on that came along, but like for the most part, this was meant to be a free service for people to use the internet. And then people just like planted a flag and they're like, well, we have control of these servers and these things now. And we've replaced it with versus copper. Now it's fiber optics. And it's like, now they genuinely do own it. But the internet was an existence. It existed in the ether and nobody ever really used it. I think the BlackBerry people were actually the first
I
ones. to
think
really
somebody
tap
tapped into it right at the beginning.
BlackBerry.
Perverts.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the system.
Do you
the
want to have that
service
kind
in
of late
general.
night show?
They tapped in right away.
There's a really cool movie called BlackBerry, which you guys should definitely check out too. That's a little bit
Glenn
about.
Howerton.
Yeah, it's a great fucking movie.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
it
dude
is.
from
Always Sunny.
yeah, and he's unrecognizable in it.
Yeah, he did so good.
He does so fucking good in
Didn't
it.
get nominated.
It got snubbed. I
It's
agree.
because-
Snubbed.
It's
It was-
because they didn't pay the fee.
Yeah.
It's because they did it.
They did. Fuck yeah,
They
Tommy
didn't pay the
Jack.
fee.
Look,
Fuck yeah,
What
Tommy Jack.
happened to you?
this
I'm
this
liking.
is
I
so-
like this.
It's bullshit, and I understand a fee. I don't understand the $575 or $545. That's a bit much.
Down the up from
And
over
not that
Yeah.
we're not willing to invest into our product and whatnot, but it's like you're pricing
No,
yourself
dude,
out of
we shouldn't have to
genuine,
pay
real
that much.
creators. Like there should
Well,
be options for people, and then this
My
is
my favorite thing is one of the categories is like best new podcast. A new podcast.
well,
like,
Like
yeah,
not
like,
every
how am I
new
supposed to have
podcast
that?
has money.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like
unless
so,
you're like a
like,
celebrity
yeah.
now podcast.
like yeah, not every new podcast has money.
Yeah,
So it's just like really like you're guaranteeing it to people that already have a platform.
and I think this
Exactly.
is just to submit. Like
Mhm.
that's the thing.
That's
so
not
like,
even to be nominated. just to
imagine like the
submit.
people that are like
spending that
genuinely
money.
spending large chunks of money, of course the Webbies are going to probably put
Or
you-
putting all their money into it, being like, this is it.
yeah, but and then so
And
like,
that's fucked up.
that's what I'm saying. The internet, there used to be a time on the internet, remember, where you could even find things on the internet that it felt like I'm not technically supposed to be.
I'm not supposed to
have
see
to
this. That's
there's
a
just-
dark web.
Well, not just
Pablo,
that. There's
the perverts.
crazy amounts of information on here that was, but like now I feel like obviously like a lot of these like small percentage of people have figured out how to, of course, like monetize, organize, and distribute according to what they want. But there's no finding lost archival things on the internet anymore.
Mm-mm.
That doesn't exist. The citizen journalist can potentially be dying because of things like this. So it is. Did you have something else to add to that? All right.
No, I got nothing else.
Look,
It's all
we're-
about monetization. Send me money. Listen, I have a Venmo. Just send me some money. We don't even have to
Hey.
worry about me submitting money for all this stuff. Just send me the money directly. It's great. I win.
Drop the Venmo.
Hold on, I got created.
You don't have a
Have
Venmo?
a Venmo, bro.
I don't have a
This
Venmo.
guy.
No.
Before we get to news and stuff, we're switching it up a little bit on the Deeper Issues Nerdcast. One of our producers told us, and this is a good idea. We did read a comic book. There wasn't a lot of new #1 comics that dropped this week. We were going to talk about which is available now, Christmas 365 by Mikey Way. And it's so funny that that's the comic that we were initially looking for because, I don't know, we all have a lot of stuff going on, but this comic, and I'm going to use the Bob Ross quote of "There's no such thing as mistakes. There's only happy accidents." This comic is a comic that I've been wanting to read for some time, and I think I even reached out to the creator, and hopefully at some point we will get him here on the show, which is Kyle Starks, by the way. We got Wrestling Heist #1 from Image Comics. And we're gonna do it. This is gonna be a little two-parter. I texted this at the beginning of the show to Nathan Haskell and Mr. Pumperton 61 as well, and challenged them to track down this comic because it is fan-fucking-tastic if you are a wrestling fan. If you're not a wrestling fan, I still will recommend it because it is. So one of my favorite wrestling books is back here. It's Bret the Hitman Hart's book. It's called My Real Life in the Cartoon World of Pro Wrestling. And it's full of like batshit, and Bret Hart also draws. He's like an illustrator, so he draws all the things on here. It is batshit crazy stories where you would not like being like a pro wrestler of like Bret Hart's caliber, like, and from the family that comes in. It's like fucking growing up in the circus, right? And like the man literally grew up with like a wrestling bear under his front porch that they would keep in a cage. That was like a bear that would wrestle. Wrestlers would wrestle bears, and he'd talk about how they would put honey on their toes and drop them into the bear cage, and the bear would lick honey off of their toes. And about how Stu Hart, the patriarchy of the Hart family, would be cooking scrambled eggs and pancakes for like the 12 kids, and with the same spatula would scoop up the dog poop off the ground and throw it really quickly in the garbage and then go back to cooking. And stories about the Hart dungeon where the patriarchy, Stu Hart, would train new people wanting to be wrestlers in this weird seedy little basement that was smoldering with no doors and no windows, and stretch them out for hours at a time on their first day and then be like, do you still want to be a pro wrestler? So there's a lot of really fucking weird, fun stuff. And oftentimes as a wrestling fan, trying to get the dirt and the drama of what happens behind the scenes, behind the curtain, is equally as entertaining as is what plays out in front of the camera. And oftentimes the two could unintentionally or intentionally, or we don't know, they'll blur the lines between fiction and reality. And that's what's really cool about pro wrestling. And Kyle Starks captures like some of that chaos in this brilliantly cartoony way.
Yeah,
in
he
this
gets
comic book.
the carny life of it
He
all.
does. He gets the carny life of it all.
Yeah,
100%.
in a cartoony way. And there's a real love for wrestling there.
There is, so even the cover,
Yeah,
is reminiscent of Pro Wrestling Illustrated, which is like this old school wrestling magazine that if you were a big enough wrestling nerd, you would just pick up this magazine and what is referenced to in the world of pro wrestling as the dirt sheets,
Mhm.
like
This
the
is
wrestling
what it
gossip
looked like.
columns. Yes, this is what it looked like. Now it's like a website, or a PWI, Pro Wrestling Insider, still does even like every year like a PWI 500, or like the top 500 wrestlers in the industry, not just through WWE, but in the wrestling industry. And independent wrestlers, WWE wrestlers, AEW wrestlers, whatever level you're at, alike, all kind of like at the end of the year, or maybe at the beginning of the year. I don't really know when they release it. Like all are like, who's on the PWI 500, who's number one, and whatnot. But we were looking for Christmas 365, which I definitely recommend you guys should read, because we did a recommendation of it last Christmas.
Mhm.
Almost 365 days ago.
Yeah, last
Wow.
Christmas we recommended this book, and the very next day we forgot to put it in our poll. This
Classic.
year, to save you from tears,
Oh.
go pick up the trade paperback, as well as pick up Wrestling Heist #1 from Image Comics. Diddy, what did you think about the book as far as like art and everything else? Give me your-
Well, first of all, I love the art because I love the style. What is this? It's like it's very cartoony, but like a sort of like a, what am I thinking?
it
What am I
reminds
trying
me
to
of
say?
like, I don't know, like to me it reminds me of like
a-
home movies or
home movies, but also regular show,
Yes.
kind of
Yeah.
that kind of art. I love it, and it's wrestling, and just like you said, it captures in the ring sort of like drama, which I love, but then it also captures this sort of like carny aspect of it, and then also like the corruption of it that also plays into the story of being, that's like the real bad guy, the big bad,
yeah.
you
Big
know,
money.
the big money. I love that because it kind of makes the whole thing like a dramatized version of wrestling, which is fun. But also, like, we know, like, I mean, you know more than me, but we've been in the wrestling world.
Yeah.
And
Oh, you've been there. You've seen it.
it be getting crazy like that.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
like, I know it's not dramatized. Like, things are nuts. And it just was like cool to read it in a comic book, honestly. And I love the art. Is very like, I don't know. It was very, very fun to read. And I really loved it. And I loved all the heavies and the heels. I love that our main character is a heel. And
Yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah.
and like,
He's like a bad guy in front of the, like,
but
obviously.
then he's our hero.
Yeah, but because you're a bad guy in front of the camera doesn't mean you're not liked amongst your
Exactly.
peers.
And yeah. And I just love it.
Yeah.
I loved it because I love anything about wrestling, and it just was very reminiscent of like those old magazines I would get.
Oh,
growing up.
it's for sure a love letter to pro wrestling.
It's
This
a
person
love
is
letter.
a fan.
Like I said, there's a lot of love for wrestling in it.
Yes, for sure.
And I just love like it going into the nitty gritty of like the back story, the back scene,
Like behind the scenes, backstage sort of stuff.
And how that guy is the real bad guy,
Yeah.
and the heel is really the good guy.
There's
I love all that.
So like even like in pro wrestling, like if you're not into pro wrestling, if you want something that will hook you in to why wrestling fans are so invested into
The drama.
but not just the drama and like the storyline that plays out in front of the camera, but like I said, the performer that is also behind the like wrestler of it all. There's a story about, once more, Bret Hart. There's this thing called the Montreal Screwjob, which I feel like this pays a little bit of homage to, which
totally does.
Which is a real life story of Vince McMahon and his butting heads with his then biggest star at the time, Bret Hart, as he was leaving towards the competition. And they told Bret Hart that it was going to play out one way in front of the camera, and then everybody else kind of conspired against him to make sure the storyline went in a whole different way. And Bret Hart, being like this traditionalist, is like, well, I don't want to lose in front of my home crowd, and can we do it this way and this way? And they had a handshake deal. And then there was like this whole big conspiracy, like backstabby, almost Julius Caesar-esque.
It is like that. And it's so dramatic and so.
And there's a documentary about it. So
Yeah.
simultaneously, why this got so much scandal is because while all this drama played out, there was an actual documentary crew following a bunch of people around that happened to catch it.
Yes.
Like they went in there with one documentary being like, oh, we're going to do this biography on this guy. And they caught all the behind the scene fucking insane batshit circus craziness that is wrestling. And they were
Love
like,
that
oh
shit.
fuck, we
Yes.
weren't expecting this fucking story. So much
Yeah.
so there's even like a story about fucking like Bret Hart coming out of the shower naked and punching Vince McMahon in the fucking face to where he showed up on TV with like a black eye the next day. So this
It's just a love letter to wrestling.
is like that, the things that will actually hook you in to be a lifelong wrestling fan.
Yeah.
And this person for sure, Kyle Starks, hats off to you. I'm going to read the synopsis really quick before we move into the news and stuff. It says a former pro wrestler who has a brush with death, thanks to a crooked promoter, assembles a crew of fellow wrestlers he's screwed over to rob him blind during the biggest wrestling event of the year. From the outrageous action-packed minds of multi-time Eisner nominee Kyle Starks of Peacemaker, Hard Ties, Sex Castle, and I Hate This Place, with eye-popping colors by Vladimir Popov, Where Monsters Lie in Fearscape, comes a no-holds-barred heist caper packed with body slams and backstabs. It looks like there's only 2 covers. The cover that oh no, there's a variant. There's a cool-looking variant that I don't know who did
Let
it.
me see your cover.
You have the same
All right.
cover.
My
There's-
store only had one.
Okay.
Yeah, there is a variant, and then
Fine.
there's a blank variant as well, which I need to track down. Yeah, find Wrestle Heist #1 at your local comic shop. Give it a read. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And yeah, anybody else? Anything?
Yeah.
Oh, I
you
forgot
know,
to play the Today's Haul segment thing.
oh,
Damn.
but we reorganized it, so you forgot.
Yeah, we're working. But I do like being able to do this at the front here
Yeah.
in the front end.
Today's haul.
Yeah, we missed that up.
But imagine it's
We're getting
Finn's
better.
voice.
We're learning.
We're learning.
yeah.
Every day.
We're working on it. Anyways, let's move on to a little segment we like to call news and stuff. And I also still forgot to pull up the segue. I'll tell you right now. We're not journalists, but we do keep our ears to the nerdy streets. Sometimes we read articles, sometimes we read headlines. Most of the time we're scrolling our social media feed. This week you can't afford all of the I forgot where I fell down a pothole. This we can't afford the Webbies. I think that's where I was going with that. Anyways,
Oh.
No, we cannot.
we can't afford the Webbies.
Mm-mm.
All right, no, a lot of things happened in the news this week. Where do you guys want to start with some of this?
Yeah, did it.
You want to
Start off sad, go happy, end happy. Start sad.
no, I think we should
Start happy?
I think we should dedicate more time to that. Well,
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
I think
that's what I'm
everybody
saying.
knows.
End sad?
No,
It's not going to
dedicate-
end sad. I think it's going to end.
No, let's just dedicate it now.
All right, whatever you want. You asked
All right,
us.
so this
you
week-
asked us.
Okay, this week, all right, it's fine. This week, there's a Hollywood tragedy, and there's still a lot of speculation on the situation, but we do know that police are have charged specific individuals, but we do want to remember one, Mr. Rob Reiner, and his wife, probably one of the biggest tragedies in Hollywood, gone too soon. But we did lose Rob Reiner, a generational filmmaker, a giant in the film landscape. And I was saying this before the show, like everybody has if I was like, name your top 10 or 5 movies, more than likely, I feel like 9 out of 10 people are going to have a Rob Reiner film in there. Because this man was, like I said, he's a mega giant. He not just that, he's also Hollywood royalty. Like his dad,
Carl Reiner.
Carl Reiner, right? Creator
Mhm.
of the Dick Van Dyke Show. And that's a massive show that Rob Reiner, obviously, I idolized his dad and wanted to kind of be like him early on in his career. Started off in a career as acting, as a promising actor. And probably what's insane is that All in the Family is still a very fucking relevant show.
Very
If you
relevant.
guys
Very
know
funny.
what that
He's
shit-
such a funny actor.
The show, I appreciate the show now more than ever. I'm like, man, this is so fucking brilliant and topical and just really fucking eerily relevant. like the Archie Bunkers of the world.
Oh yeah.
Right. But also like sweet and a sweet family drama, and Rob Reiner, prolific, ridiculously good filmmaker. They're like Stand By Me, A Few Good Men, some of the most quotable films of all time. The Princess Bride. This is Spinal Tap. This is Spinal Tap literally created the blueprint for mockumentary filmmaking, period. It was the first of its kind. It was freaking, it's a masterpiece. What else? Where am I? When Harry Met Sally. Like
the rom-com.
Exactly. I mean, like, and then, like I said, and like a Few Good Men, probably one of the most quoted films of all time. Of like, you can't handle the truth. Like, think about
the Princess Bride. Think about the Princess
But not just that,
Bride.
is like, hey, the dude who directed Spinal Tap and Stand By Me and Harry Met Sally also did Spinal Tap. Yeah, and A Few Good Men.
Exactly. He just
Had
did
that range.
everything. He
Misery?
had such misery.
Did he do Misery?
He did
Yeah, he
Misery.
did Misery.
You know what? That wasn't even something off the top of my head, but like, hot damn.
Yeah.
And I was listening, and I can't. This isn't me. I'm gonna steal this. Definitely the New York Times did a really beautiful. I can't eulogize Rob Reiner probably as eloquently as they did, but they kind of just talk about how he's even like almost a symbol of a time within film and cinema that just isn't even thought about in filmmaking anymore. Like, and they broke down the When Harry Met Sally scene where she fakes the orgasm in the deli, and just how that scene could have played out because the way it was written, and Rob Reiner's just ability to be able to, it's just like old school, just like really good actors, really good dialogue, simple camera work, and it just makes for brilliant story and telling in film. And how
he just wanted to make good movies.
He wasn't loved critically, but you can easily go back and be like, easily like one of the best filmmakers ever.
All of his movies are cult classics.
Yeah.
If not classics immediately, but all of them now cult classics for sure.
How he knew to pull, like, even the orgasm scene in the diner is like, it could have just been this one joke, and then it turned into just like all the little particulars that isn't fancy filmmaking, but just like how your extras react, what your cuts are like, and even down to the most iconic closing line.
What she's having.
Exactly. Like the way that you got so much out of that joke, and he just, because of his brilliant filmmaking mind.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say I was watching E News. That's my parents watch, and they were talking about his legacy.
E News is still around.
Still around.
Hell yeah. E-News.
They were talking about how
is it still the E with the exclamation?
I haven't.
All right, never mind. Go ahead. Sorry, go.
That's okay. What I will say is that one of the things that you kind of just mentioned, like they said, Carl Reiner was the one that went, like, told her, like, I need you to go out. I need you to like slam the table. So he sat
you mean Rob
down.
Reiner was
Rob Reiner.
Yeah, Carl was his dad.
Sorry, yeah.
That's
Rob
fine.
Reiner was like, slamming the table, like slapping, smacking the table, and it's like, I need you to do that. And that was his mom that gave the iconic, I'll have what she's having.
Yeah, it was his mom. And Meg Ryan too was so like nervous and was like, I don't know how to do this. And he was like, it's funny.
You got it.
It's funny.
Yeah.
And he literally was just like, you know what? It's funny. You just got to do it.
That
for the bit.
That role put them on the map. They became movie stars after that. Billy Crystal was a working comedian, but he wasn't a movie star.
Yeah.
To the caliber of where he became after. And same thing with Meg Ryan.
Yeah.
Like, she was just that girl that you saw in A Few Things. And then that movie like made their careers. And because it was so brilliantly made, like it was so well made. Yeah. The Princess Bride
is in my top 5 favorite movies. 100% forever can't be knocked down. And it is a perfect film.
And I just, somebody was also
what do you got to say about that?
I do, and
don't piss me off.
No, Stand By Me, even like just Stand By Me, like,
well, yeah,
the Stephen King, like, obviously Rob Reiner, just like so much beauty in that movie. Like, I feel like even as like a young boy, that's such a thing that you like, it's such a particular coming of age film that like, and these movies have always stood the test of time. Like, you can pop in any of these films.
I've never seen Stand By Me.
You've never seen Stand By Me?
The children yearn for the train tracks.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
But that's like, you see that in like a lot of film, like that.
But that's
because of him and because of Stand By Me.
And because of
Stephen
Stephen
King.
King.
Right.
Look,
Right.
I thought you were gonna cut me off, so I
I
just
was
stopped talking.
waiting. Well, I was just waiting to cut the camera. I didn't know who was gonna say it.
and
I thought he was gonna cut me
well,
off.
what's crazy
No.
is he also just did the sequel to Spinal Tap. That Spinal Tap 2, The
Yeah.
End Continues.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that was his last work, and this is what I feel like. And Diddy didn't want to talk too much about the tragedy, like the tragic element of it.
Listen.
And I get it. I don't either, because it's so tough, because Rob Reiner is such a special filmmaker, and then somebody obviously that didn't focus on like the darker, like through his film, like his love for humanity and goodness and beauty, and like all of his films, like none of them left you really feeling like in this bleak mode. Like they all feel amazing. They're all films that leave you feeling how a good film should. Kind of like and I think they even compared it on the Daily. They were just like, they felt like he was a big raucous guy that looked like very huggable. And he's like, I couldn't agree more that his films feel like almost like a hug. And as crazy as that sounds, I'm like, that's the perfect way, the perfect analogy there, that his films all do leave you feeling something special or inspired, or like, it have this sort of emotion. And he even had a film with his son who's being prosecuted that his son wrote, and it was about his dad struggling with his child's addiction. And I think even when they were writing it, he was like, there's a line in the film specifically talking about how he's like, I'd rather see you alive hating me than dead on the streets. And that, like, it seemed like as beautiful kind of like family and story, and it's very sad and tragic, I feel like, what happened. And Rob Reiner's just gone obviously way too soon. And the thing is it is going to be a tragic story, and it's going to be dissected and talked about amongst like all the different media outlets, and the true crime junkies are going to fucking go crazy over it. But I think I would like to imagine, from what I know from Rob Reiner spirit from his films, he strikes me as the individual that wouldn't want you to dwell on that. Like, there is something like, let's not let this tragedy be the only remembrance of somebody who offered so many beautiful things in his art to us, and still be able to appreciate and know that even there is darkness and tragedy and this awfulness in the world, that is counterbalanced with beauty and good things and the human experience and emotion and connection. That's kind of, I think, more than...
Yeah.
Did you not?
Isn't that exactly what the hell I said?
I don't no. What did you say?
I mean, just to not talk about like the tragedy of it all, but you didn't.
Well, it's inevitably going to be discussed.
I know, but you did it perfect.
But I want us to remember Rob Reiner, like, salute to you, Rob Reiner, because genuinely did offer us so many amazing things. And I genuinely, like, part of me hates the whole media insanity that's going to come within the next couple of, freaking weeks, months, years from the whole situation. Because at the end of the day, I mean, I don't know, like, I feel like he was a loving father, and
Yes. And he was a great person and a great filmmaker.
Yeah.
Period.
But also, he did get in an argument at Conan O'Brien's party, which is, what the fuck? Imagine being Conan O'Brien right now. Anyways,
Give me a White Claw.
oh, one left in there. Do you want it?
I kind of.
All right.
Kind of now.
All right, fine. Well, you're gonna force me to move over to the tequila.
Okay. Oh no, my bad.
My mini fridge here. Rest in power, Rob Reiner. Let's see.
Peach.
What else that we got in that out of the way? Go watch a Rob Reiner film.
Yeah.
Go.
What's your favorite?
Go like.
Watch
What's
new
your
one.
favorite?
What's my favorite Rob Reiner film?
Yeah.
What's your favorite Rob Reiner film, Tom Jeff?
Of the ones that we listed, have you've
I'm
seen
sure he's seen
one
Princess
or
Bride.
two?
Yeah,
Princess-
Princess Bride's probably the most notable that I've seen.
Okay.
When Harry Met Sally is also really good.
God, fucking that end montage.
Yeah. Did you know that the ending of when Harry Met Sally was influenced by his wife Michelle
Yes, I did know that.
Yeah.
That he changed the ending
because
of her because he
Tell
us.
met it, and that's just like beautiful.
I don't know the full story. I would love to dive deeper into that.
He
But I was quiet throughout all of this because I was literally looking at like his Wikipedia page and then I was clicking all these links and I was just reading about him and I was like, this dude's fucking awesome.
But yeah,
He's so
he was so
good.
he the original, because the story about When Harry Met Sally is about like the inability to have this like platonic relationship between these two people, or they're I mean, Billy Crystal a little bit more, you know, kind of like a bit of a romantic, and Meg Ryan being a little bit more of a cynic when it comes to like finding that person love. And
Well, they're like Pride and Prejudice because they switch
a little
perspectives.
bit, yeah, right.
They switch perspectives halfway through.
And I mean, that's thematic. That's a theme in Rob Reiner's kind of things. I feel like is love, or just like true love in general. But yes, I think initially like they weren't going to end up together, and then he met his wife on that set and fell in love with her and changed that ending. But what's crazy about it is it's one of the films where like, and you know, like in those situations when you hear that story, you're like, well, what would have the alternate ending been like? It's like, no, like I cannot imagine the ending to When Harry Met Sally being anything other than the
It has to be
ending
that.
of When Harry Met Sally. And that's, yeah, just beautiful storytelling in the sense of like, that is the only ending for it. I can't imagine it being anything else. Yeah. It's, God, he's fucking good.
He is.
And it sucks that we are, I feel like, I mean, I'm sure people did appreciate him, but I mean, it sucks, like I said, that we're not going to dwell.
Wait.
Are you okay, Diddy?
Yeah, no.
What's going on?
I'm not okay. No, but do you guys remember during like lockdown during COVID that like all these celebrities came out and did pieces?
Imagine?
No, not that.
All right.
They did. Well, now I don't know what I'm saying.
Psycho.
No, now I'm pissed. I'm lost.
Oh, they reenacted
No,
the scene.
they reenacted Princess Bride.
Yes.
A bunch of different celebrities. They did like they got this scene, or whatever, and like it was amazing. And you went through and watched him all in order, and it was like watching the movie, but it was like all these different famous actors. And then Carl Reiner and Rob Reiner did the
ending.
All the son and grandson and grandpa parts.
Yeah.
Where he's reading him the book.
Maybe I think I've only ever seen the clip of the actual the ending of the movie, which is beautiful.
Well, listen, I watched the entire thing, brother. I spent it because it's way longer than the movie because you have to go through and you have to find each clip or whatever. And it's like all of our favorite actors that did it. And then they edit it together to make the movie. And it was so good. And then the news reported like, oh, they're remaking The Princess Bride.
No,
and
yeah, we
everyone
talked
was
about it. But fuck
oh, we're pissed. And it was like, no, they just did it for like comedy. It was just like TikToks or whatever.
Yeah.
It was great.
I love it. It's I had to pull up the quote because it was like, I remember I'm like, just like brilliant word playing, right? Of just like, since the invention of the kiss, there have been 5 kisses that were rated the most passionate, the most pure. This one left them all behind.
I love that movie so much.
Yeah, and yeah, it's
top 5.
I've definitely I'm gonna always be grateful of the contributions.
Yes.
I mean, obviously, like, look, collaborative craft. I'm sure he would tell you that there was many of other people involved.
100%.
Definitely Rob Reiner. Like I said, titan of industry and giant that is no longer with us.
Too soon.
Cool. What other news do we have now that I'm gonna just sit here and cry over the Princess
Good night.
Bride?
Netflix.
Oh,
yeah.
Netflix told
don't set 'em off.
Paramount to go essentially buzz off.
Well, they
They're
told
going to
their
focus
shareholders,
on,
right?
or Warner Brothers told their shareholders.
No, don't do the Paramount.
Said no
House
to
will take over.
Paramount and is focusing on Netflix. Reason being is beneficial. Like they want to keep the brand together as much as possible, and they think that Netflix is the best. They also stated that If Paramount were to go through with the purchase, it would go through way too much regulation, and it'd be a lot more difficult to get the sale secured. So like,
I thought that
Logical
Paramount was
reasons.
touting that they had less regulation technically.
they'll tout what they want.
Yeah,
but-
you're right.
I
I
mean,
think they both
they're
suck.
they're losing out on a sale that they want.
I
So
wish
they're gonna
none
sell
of
what
them
they
got
want.
the sale. I hope it gets blocked in every fucking aspect the entire way.
Yeah, I do too.
But it is interesting. But so okay,
out
Tom,
of the two giants,
can they? It's so a hostile takeover though is still like you're convincing your shareholders to vote a certain way for you to sell. Would I know Warner Brothers advised their shareholders, but could they make it lucrative enough to where the shareholders are like, well, we're not listening to what you're saying. We're going to go through with this.
well, so the trick would
potential
come down
takeover.
to essentially, they need 51% of the shareholders.
Yeah.
So if they have a true hostile takeover, they can take over the board. They just need 51%.
Yeah. But
of
then
voting
there's
shares
big
specifically.
stake owners.
Yes.
We saw Succession. There's like
Yeah.
major.
And it's not that
There's
easy
not
to
us
do.
shareholders, not my fucking 200 fucking, like Warner Brothers stocks. Yeah. It's like,
So, and or go the hostile route of getting the majority of the board.
me and my Robinhood account voting. Yeah. You know what?
Mhm.
No.
Literally, yes.
No, I vote against this. No, they're big stakeholders.
Yes. So you have to get the big players on your side, and you'd have to get the majority of them. And depending on how well connected or how much you're able to sway, it is very possible that it could happen, but it's very unlikely.
I am gonna say I don't trust any of these oligarchs to do any of the right things.
No.
And I
But-
think it seems to be like a ploy to like kill certain industries so you can come in and buy shit dirt cheap and then plant your flag. And
I just hate that everything's becoming a massive conglomeration.
yeah, it sucks.
That's the sad part, because
Nobody watched Citizen Kane.
I just want smaller companies. I want smaller companies. I want smaller companies because you're gonna have more ideas and you're gonna have more creativity.
Well, you know what's crazy is like I think at some point America had like insanely stringent laws against things like this that just like are like now like nah.
Yeah. And the law,
So because we made a lot of really intense laws with all these studios, even like a long time ago. But yeah, now that's just all gone out of the window because now it's like the Webbies pay to play.
Pay to play.
Well, and it all comes down to the right people in the right spot. And if you don't have the right people in the right spot, and this goes for anything, it all goes to hell.
I think it sucks because and I heard somebody make this point of like America doesn't export a lot of things anymore. There's a few things we export. Our major export is art and culture and entertainment. And it's like now it's turning into this just like, I don't know, convoluted, exactly conglomerate bullshit. Also potentially like, I know, I mean, like not to deep dive into the politics of it all, but it's like, what's crazy is it seems like Saudi Arabia is just trying to buy American culture.
Yeah.
In a place that's ridiculously restrictive on fucking human rights.
Well, because they're trying to divest out of oil and everything.
Yeah.
And like, so yeah. And what better way to go than the largest economy in the world?
Exactly.
So,
right. And this is a thing in wrestling right now too, where like WWE is doing a WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia, not this year, but the following year. And it's like, what? You know, and like, you know, like all the comedians and stuff going to do the big mega shows out there. And it's like, yeah, the people with the money are now being able to like take certain things that I feel like are pure, I don't know, Americana, man.
Yep.
And it's fucking crazy. But then also, sure, Netflix is also American owned company. So it's like, either way, it's all just still crazy.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane.
It's just, we're just screwed in so many ways. And we're so connected and love these things. We have a whole show dedicated to pop culture and the bullshit that we are connected to because the art that we love and consume like makes us up, part of our makeup. And now it's just all for sale. Even the things that you love, even those imaginary things. I don't know. I'm gonna start writing fanfic, you guys.
Look, as long as you got money, Everything's got a price tag.
I thought about it this morning. I'm like, I need to write some Sopranos fanfic. I was watching The Sopranos again, and
You
I think I'm gonna
should.
I'm 1,000% gonna write some Sopranos fanfic.
Oh,
I'm here for this.
Yeah, I'm just letting y'all know, coming soon.
Like
Sopranos
steamy?
fanfic. No,
I mean, based off how the beginning of this podcast.
Yeah,
was,
maybe. I don't know.
well,
No,
that's gonna get the most views.
just follow up. Did you see The Sopranos? Right,
I watched the first 2 episodes.
Sopranos.
It was
I've
always on.
seen
It was always on in my house.
The first 2 episodes.
Okay,
It's good.
the Sopranos has an infamous ending that just cuts to black in a moment that seems to be building tension. And I feel like
He's writing it already.
no, that's exactly what's happened in the
Yeah.
show.
Oh, no, I know. I
Right.
get it.
So it leaves, and that's why I feel like the show has been so timeless, is because you're not gonna, if you give us a solid ending, it wouldn't have it would have pissed people off either way.
But you can
Game
write
of Thrones.
fanfic from wherever. you
no, well,
want.
no, yeah, it's literally like the brilliance of the theater, like leaves it to the theater of the mind kind of thing, or just like
You
had
can
this-
write it from your favorite character, like in the middle of the series, the first season.
Yes, look,
You know, if
yes,
I
that's what I
were,
was thinking.
that's what.
there's even like I want to like there's a storyline in there about
The
one of
ducks. The
not-
ducks
not-
never died.
No, not the ducks. There's Vito, who's like this like captain or whatever, who ends up being closeted gay, and he gets killed in the mob just for being gay. But he was like one of their top earners, and how he has to go on the lam.
And what was his life?
But he like goes on the run for a little while, and he like hides out in this town in New Hampshire, and then just lives his truth, and like hooks up with this biker that is like a cook in this diner named Baby Cakes, who's like a super badass character. And then he's like, since his like former life starts competing with the new life that he actually wants to live, he has to go back to that mobster life, and he ends up getting killed by like his brother. It's a fucking tragically insane episode. And there's all sorts of nuance about even how they thought other members of this crime family could have also been closetedly gay, and were trying to like preserve a culture that constrained things. And then they even talked about like prison culture, about how there's obviously like all these like homoerotic undertones in prison culture, but you get like a pass if you go to jail. And it's a tragic human story. But then Vito gets killed, and then they like show at the end of the episode like a news article about him, and somebody was like, hey, I know this guy was in a freaking like weight loss. It's crazy. But I was always like, what happened to Baby Cakes?
Write
New
the
Hampshire.
fanfic.
So
Write
that's
it.
letting y'all know that's coming. Sorry, Ty's like, come on, stop fucking talking about Sopranos
2
fanfic.
things that Pablo won't shut up about are Cats and The Sopranos.
I'm writing
So
the
don't
Sopranos fanfic.
And Cats,
I'm starting
I'm
a
sure.
Sopranos podcast. Y'all ready? No, there's too many of them actually.
I'm sure there
But
are.
it would be cool to revisit all the episodes of Sopranos. Funko Pop may be in trouble, you guys.
Womp
Oh
womp.
no.
We're following up from last week because I meant to do this story last week, but we got caught up in everything else with Netflix and Warner Brothers and all that craziness. But yeah, there is and I wrote Funko could be fucked.
That
the notes,
so
by the way.
clever. Hey,
Uh,
you're a writer. Follow your truth.
the fall of the Funko Empire. So there's a really cool article through Comics Beat. But the omnipresent toy companies' finances are apparently dire. Who said the Beanie Babies of our time?
Me.
Yeah. If you don't know what a Funko Pop is, I don't know if you've been living under a rock for the last 15 years.
Sure.
Kind of.
Have they really been around that long?
Yeah, Funko Pops.
Holy cow.
No, I'd say maybe, I'm sorry, 12 years. I'll say 12.
I've never.
Funko Pops came out, officially launched in 2010.
There you go. 15 years.
See, I never got into it. So, like, I don't think I
Oh, I
started
have-
paying attention to it until, like, maybe
Oh,
5 years ago.
Oh, brother, I got some rare
Pablo-
Funkos.
Pablo went, oh, I have.
He's like, let me show you 2010.
I didn't complete myself, but I have bins of like some of the probably rarest Funko Pops.
Whoa.
I bought a lot of camera equipment selling Funko Pops,
Yeah.
believe it or not,
It
because I had
was a
some
time.
rare ones.
I do believe
Yeah.
it.
I sold all my Adventure Time ones, which I regret now.
Yeah.
Oh,
because
Those,
I
Yeah,
those go
dude.
for a lot.
well because Finn is so into it now,
Yes.
not because they go for a lot. I just would.
No, but I'm saying
Oh,
now
I
you.
still might have some. Fuck, maybe I'm gonna break those out for Christmas.
Nice.
That just
Hell
happened in real
yeah.
time.
Uh,
No, but I'm saying is that because now they're expensive, that they're harder to get.
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
people
Well,
that are fans
Adventure
of it.
Time stuff in general too. They don't, but yeah, Funko. It was the Beanie Babies of our time. It was the ultimate collectible. It had any kind of fandom that you were into, from sports to film to television to friggin' reality television to friggin' soap operas. Like there was a Funko Pop for like public figures.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember that was like the big thing in 2016. It was like, oh, they made fucking Funko Pops of all the presidential candidates. There's a Bernie one floating around out there.
mm,
I think they even made a Bernie with the mittens one, did they not?
I think maybe that
Anyways,
sounds about
You
right.
can now
There's-
make yourself a Funko Pop at the Hollywood store.
Yeah.
You got greedy, Funko. All right, you got wild.
You
overproduced,
oversaturated the
market. Yeah, basically they cited that they're having a challenging retail environment, pointing to things like steeply increasing tariffs that make it more difficult to turn profit and contributing to decreased orders since retailers don't want to take the risks. This is according to comicsbeat.com. Go ahead and check out that full article there. The debt-laden company is trying to raise capital to meet its current obligation, but warns that if things don't improve, they may end up defaulting on their loans. What happens when you default on your loans?
You go to jail.
Well,
I don't know. I'm not going to
your
jail.
car gets towed.
Yeah, right.
No, I mean it depends on the loan.
You get a
You go to
tax
court.
break if you're rich.
They send the Bat Squad.
Yeah, there's
The
sustainable
bat
debt.
squatch.
Yeah,
That's-
the bat squash takes you out.
yeah.
Uh,
Stops your car engine.
yeah, the next 12 months could be risky for Funko Pop because apparently they're citing that they're over $240 million in debt.
Ooh,
Tough
girl.
one. It's a tough one. So who's here to acquire
Sucks to
Funko and their
suck.
debt? Hey, Netflix.
Yeah, buy
You
Funko.
want to save something? Fucking buy Funko. Help them out with their debt.
They did a video game too, and it's
Funko?
it's like all the licensed properties. So it's like Back to the Future,
Dude,
Invincible,
Netflix
Jurassic
is
Park.
Netflix is gonna buy Funko.
That's right up your alley, Netflix.
Netflix.
Netflix
Hey, you want to
is-
save somebody?
Yeah.
Save yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, save Funko. Feed the hungry with those $82 million.
Amen.
Yeah, look, they've been oversaturated, right? There was a Funko for everything because I was on that Funko craze. I
Yeah.
had the Funkos.
I had like about 10.
I have.
And
A few.
then I opened them because my nephews really wanted to open them. And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah,
You
whatever.
said fuck it.
I honestly, I opened them
Nice.
right away. And they were all out. And then my nephews wanted to play with them. And then they broke off arms and stuff. And then my mom was like, oh no, put them away.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't care. They're having fun with it.
Yeah, Funkos aren't for kids. I think I did.
Well, they are.
I still have some Funkos up. I mean,
They
yeah,
are,
they
in a
are.
way.
They're toys.
Yeah.
They're toys for
But
adults.
I just care that much. There's only one that I kept in the box, and it's like a
Why are we so
anniversary.
obsessed? Why are we so obsessed with Funkos? What was the deal?
I don't know.
It was like they're just simple,
I like
cute,
their big,
big
heads.
eyes and big heads.
It was the physical NFTs before NFTs were a thing.
Truly.
Yeah, and that's what was cool. Is there was like this is a limited. They only made this is a numbered Funko. There's only 5,000 of these.
Yeah. I
Like
have a really rare one, a Spike Spiegel one.
Oh, nice. Cowboy Bebop.
Really rare.
Nice.
Still got it. There's a break or? Is
Oh
it
no,
still
it's in the
package?
box, brother.
Why do you say it like that?
The rest of them are out of the boxes and their arms are broke off and there's like
But Spike,
drool
no.
all over them. But Spike's in the box.
All right, fair. Did you own any Funko Pops, Tommy Jeff?
No,
No.
I never did.
Out of everyone here, he has a story.
He's
Ty-
the normal one.
Yeah, I wanted
Yeah.
Ty, you had a Funko Pop.
Do I a Funko Pop
What's your Funko?
A?
What was the Funko Pop for you?
that I collected?
What was-
So you know how they had like Chase
Yeah,
variants, kind of like comics. It's like
Yeah.
there's. I remember during the pandemic, a shop was like they had 5 from Umbrella Academy,
Oh,
and like I guess I'm trying to remember. I think the Funko Pop of him is instead of like him just holding coffee, it had his eye mask,
sick.
and that's when I knew like Funko was kind of like going down because they're like, oh yeah, it's only $15. I'm like, for
Wow.
a Chase back in the day, those were like 45, 50
Oh,
bucks.
you're like, man, this is like
I'm
how
like,
the
I'm
mighty
gonna-
have fallen.
I'm like, I'm gonna take that. So like,
Mhm.
I think my Funko Pop collection that I kept were probably Umbrella Academy. I don't have like all of them. I just collected like the glow in the dark or whatever the hell. Venture Time. I have a few.
I'm gonna double down on the Funko Pops. I'm gonna buy up right now while it's cheap
Mm.
because in 10 years from now, people are gonna be like, you know what? Let's bring the Funko Pops
When Netflix
back.
makes the movie.
When Netflix makes it, when Netflix buys them out and fucking, you're like, oh yeah, this is the Netflix branded one. I have the original non-Netflix branded Funko
What
Pops.
other
Yeah.
ones do you have?
Do I have?
Yeah.
Say Umbrella Academy. Anything else?
Adventure Time. I had some Star Wars. My brother and I like collected like for fun and like what we thought would be worth money, but like what it ended up doing was like not like reselling. I traded. So like I traded
This
like
guy
a
traded.
bin for like a CGC 9 Negan Lives from Walking Dead. It was a CGC foiled one. And I
Okay.
think like the store credit got was like $100. And I was like, cool, I want this out of my house. And I just want
I want this. I want
I
this
had-
out of my house.
I had the crystal gems.
oh
I had
nice.
like 2 from Soul Eater.
Mm.
I had some Twin Peaks. I also had Alfred Hitchcock. Do you
Hell
know
yeah.
that he had one? Crazy.
Yeah, he did have one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I had like Gogo Yubari
Okay.
and Mia Wallace. And then and these are all presents. I got these as presents.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got a present from your mom.
As a
Well,
Funko Pop?
That was a Funko Pop. That was the Pablo Funko Pop from the Ash and the Evil Dead.
Oh yeah,
'cause-
my mom did get you that.
Well, what's funny? So yeah, of course I still have it.
Oh, that's
And
nice.
so I said it's literally like sitting. I think it's around here somewhere.
Oh, that's
So
we love that.
but so I still have it. But what's funny because it was the character was named Pablo from Ash and the Evil Dead, and your mom got me that, and then like 4 other people also got it for me.
Yeah,
But your mom
of
was-
course.
and it was so funny. So I literally have like 5 of them, and I kept them all
Oh,
because I'm like I have the 5 Pablo.
the
Funko-
5 Pablo.
Yeah, Funko
Yeah.
Pops.
Love that.
So fun fact.
I wanted to see what the most expensive.
It's a Freddy
I-
Funko.
Is it Spike
from
Spiegel?
Comic Con, right?
No, so the one that somebody sold one for $210,000 in
Don't.
2023,
Was
What
it
was
Dragon
it?
Ball?
and it is the Willy Wonka and Oompa Loompa Golden Ticket 2-pack Funko Pop.
Oh well, thank
Oh,
God.
I remember that
Only
one.
10 of them were made
Uh-huh.
ever, and they were given out to people that actually found 10 golden tickets.
Wow.
So it's actually got a pretty cool story because like it
What a
matches
world.
with Willy Wonka. But one of them sold in 2023 for $210,000, which is insane.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Now I wish I have the Wanda one where she's in the Halloween costume as
Oh,
Wanda,
nice.
and it was kind of like they didn't make a lot of them. And
Nice.
my nephews played with it.
Oh,
No, they ripped her head off.
oh
so
Jesus.
so that one's not eligible, I don't think.
You know, now that
anymore.
I'm like remembering, I think like what's funny, like what started, because I took my friend to go to a Funko store because there were a lot of them back in the day, and she got Bill Cipher and BMO,
Sick.
and then I was just standing there because I was looking at comics, and like she shoved one like to my chest, and I looked at it. It was a Punisher Funko, but it was like specifically from the comics where he wears the ski mask. So that was my thing. I remember like I have all the Punisher ones still. I think, like even like the
that could be
Chase
something.
ones.
Hey, that could
yeah.
be something. Hang on to those
Like I was like,
until
yeah,
the
that's
movie comes
yeah,
out.
it's my favorite Marvel character, so I'll
Yeah.
keep those. But like everything else, I'm like sell, trade, get it out of my house.
Yeah.
Funkos.
Yep.
I
R.I.P.
not R.I.P. They're not bankrupt yet. They're
still here.
They're still here. They're just like $229 million in debt. Okay.
R.I.P.
They still profited $108 million in
They're gonna be
Q3
fine.
2025.
You
As
feel
long as
too
there's
close
hot
to the sun,
topics.
but not enough to get them out of. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
debt. Their CEOs are still making money, y'all. It's
Yeah, they're
okay.
fine.
The company
It's called a
might be-
golden parachute for a reason.
Absolutely. There may be a lot of people that lose their jobs in the middle of between those
But that
CEOs.
golden parachute
Yeah, it's pretty
is
good.
stable.
Lastly, this was one of the things that I did find on my social media screen, but I was mesmerized. So there's a classic Pizza Hut in Warren, Ohio. It's rare and it's thriving retro restaurant in Elm Road. I don't think enough people are talking about this, so I kind of had to do a little bit of a deeper dive because there's another story that if you go through the internet that you can read about, like there's a Pizza Hut that hasn't changed since the 80s in Texas, where all my exes live, mind you. And that they're talking about like how people loved like, oh, we just stepped into this Pizza Hut and it hasn't changed since the 80s. So that does exist. What's rare about this retro Pizza Hut, and I had to even do this, I had to find it through clevelandmagazine.com, right? But there is a retro Pizza Hut in Warren, Ohio, that is keeping the retro dream alive. What's crazy about this one is it was built in 2019. This isn't like we haven't changed since the 80s. They said, we love that 80s model so much that we are going to build that exact 80s style Pizza Hut, complete with the buffet and all the things that you love about that retro Pizza Hut. Which if the Pizza Hut buffet, y'all, if you didn't know about the salad bar at Pizza Hut back in the day, hot damn, did you miss out on a point in time? That salad bar at Pizza Hut was next level. It was the gold standard of salad bars.
Should bring salad bars back.
Yes.
They killed.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me started on Soup Plantation.
Okay.
Dude, don't get me.
Oh,
I'm gonna crash out.
Oh.
Whoa.
Fucking crash out.
I heard about Soup Plantation for the first time like 2 weeks ago.
I fucking love Soup Plantation. Hold on.
Let him cook.
Wait.
Let him cook.
Carl, look. Yes, we do need to bring. I like me a good salad bar, and the salad bar at this Pizza Hut was everything. They had that sesame seed. I don't know, like the sesame seeds were just freaking amazing.
toasted.
Specifically, their toasted Pizza Hut. And you would go to this pizza restaurant and sit at these beautiful giant red velvety booths.
Oh yeah.
And like it was intimate because the booths were like high backed, and they had an arcade
The
and
arcade.
a jukebox
The jukebox.
and these like freaking dim lit lamps. It felt intimate. It was a look. It was.
I'm not doing a Tommy Jeff thing. I'm agreeing with you.
It was a Friday
You
night.
are.
It was a Friday night event going to that Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
You would take your whole family. Olive Garden likes to do that with your
Pepsi.
family. If you would go to Pizza Hut on a Friday night with your family, like it was a good fucking week. People went to celebrate shit there. Birthdays, fucking little league games after little league games, events like last day of school. Like you would go to that Pizza Hut.
And you know what? Pizza Hut had the reading club. My brother got X-Men
Yeah.
comics from Pizza
Yes.
We did not do that in Chicago, where we celebrated at Pizza.
Oh, okay, all right.
Wow, I
You
don't
got
want
it.
to hear about your pizza in Chicago.
We
Okay,
get
don't
it.
make
I'm
me
just
crash
saying,
out
like,
over
I
here.
get it.
you
We're
guys
talking
had
about
a
Pizza Hut.
y'all have a
There's
very
a-
unique
yeah.
relationship
There's
with Pizza Hut.
controversy here.
I actually don't.
All right.
Like,
Stick to your Italian.
I went like
beef
twice.
sandwiches.
I went twice,
Well,
My
look.
God.
So
but
there-
still, it was a memory.
it was
it's a good
memory.
one. It's a good memory. Yeah.
So in Warren, Ohio, I'm gonna read a little bit of this clevelandmagazine.com article there. Stepping inside is like opening a time capsule. The red vinyl booths are still there. The lighting is warm. Those stained glass Tiffany style Pizza Hut lamp huts dangle above each table like they've never left.
Oh,
Many still have the signature red roof, and it still has the trapezoid windows. There aren't any Pizza Huts like this. They're reimagined versions of the legacy dine-in store many grew up with. You'll spot them from a distance in that red, because you can see an old Pizza Hut, right?
mhm.
Like that's true. Like you could be like, oh, that used to be a Pizza Hut. It's a fucking like
It's the big
it's a
yellow
furniture store
dome,
now.
like M, right? It's a big
Shut
yellow
up.
M.
Shut up. You know what it is.
I'm just
I was gonna say I thought it was a giant bell.
Yeah, though what's crazy though, like I said, it's just they haven't mentioned it. It's like we just opened this retro Pizza Hut, and yeah, like this, we're just not going to talk about it.
well. I
Here
love
it is,
that.
retro. I do kind of like that. So, and it is funny. It says in a sea of delivery apps, ghost kitchens, and QR code menus, the return of dine-in nostalgia feels almost radical. But
They
that's
serve beer.
probably, I'm sure that
They did serve beer.
I would say they will. It seems like it's exactly what's happening in a handful of quietly revived Pizza Hut locations across the country, but this is the most prominent one so far. Is
Nice.
this Pizza Hut in Warren, Ohio? And I've never wanted to go to fucking Ohio for anything in my life, but now I'm gonna have to go to Ohio, and while I'm driving through Ohio, I'm gonna be like, have to drive through Cincinnati, and I have to be like, I come from CIN Cincinnati.
Wow. End the show right here.
Honestly,
On my way to Pizza Hut, watch Babes in Toyland.
They were gonna call it Cincy, but it was too natty.
Yeah, but since you were Cincinnati, they had to call it Cincinnati.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh no, really?
That's the end of the show, everybody.
Sick.
We got
That was
through
a
it.
great.
We got through
all
a
the
whole
news.
movie.
We got through.
Twice.
Yeah, it was good. It's a
Twice.
good movie. Look, we have a pop up at the Frida Cinema on Saturday, the 20th. On the 21st, Sunday, I will be outside of Groovy Ghost Vintage doing a blowout VHS sale with $1 and $3 VHSs.
Fix him up. Oh,
Huh?
nothing.
Pablo does like them blowouts.
Major
He
blowout.
be loving them.
It's gonna be a big blowout. And the Frida is gonna be doing a 50 or the 40th or 50th anniversary screening of the movie Changeling. That movie I think starts at yeah, I know. So the original
I'm
Changeling.
pissed off.
We will be
Yeah.
there
Never mind.
converting the Frida Cinemas lobby into a video store. You can come in and you can shop for VHSs. Look, hey, follow us at DINC Video if you want to shop. If you are in the Orange County area and do want to shop out some tapes and feel that nostalgia, just like that retro Pizza Hut, you want to step into a Suncoast Video-esque mom and pop store, neon glowing freaking speakeasy video store, and shop out some nostalgic gems or some badass horror, or come and get some of our fresh popcorn and just vibe out and talk film. Shoot us a DM over at DINC Video and let's make it happen for you. Buy these shirts from Deborah. If you know about the hobo jungle that is Ventura County, did you look up her
I sent it to you.
handle? You lying right now?
No.
No.
sent it to you.
You give our cousin Deborah Hess. I don't know how to pronounce her new last name. Is it?
Well, don't look at me.
Oh,
no,
shit.
Hessen.
Hessen. Look, our cousin Deborah. You can just call her cousin Deborah. And you can find her at Carver and Boone, CARVER and A&D, Boone BOONE on Instagram. And she does have a link to her Etsy. So it looks like you can find her at Etsy shop Carver and Boone and demand one of these hobo jungle hoodies in this beautiful. This is a cool cream color. I saw it and I was like, I need that one.
Give me that.
I like this.
Hey, give me that.
Yeah. So the sweater?
Give me that.
No, fucking buy them on your own.
No, I'm gonna buy one. I'm just kidding.
Did
Give
you
me-
see that Twin Peaks that I got? Did he?
Did I see it? You sent it to me.
Anything else to plug before we wrap it up, y'all? I'm
Take care of yourself.
Go on hikes.
Yeah.
Have a good hike.
Enjoy nature.
Take a hike.
Mm-hmm.
What's coming out of your leg right there?
Oh, it's a pussy cat.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ty, what do you got to plug?
What do I got to plug?
Yeah.
Wasn't prepared for this.
Diddy, do you have anything to plug?
Diddy's taking a picture of the cat between my legs right now.
Enjoy your holiday season. This is our last episode of the
Happy
year, more than
holidays.
likely.
Happy
Yeah.
holidays.
We'll
Yeah,
see y'all in
To you and your
2026.
family, no matter what you're celebrating, happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, happy New Year. We will be back in the new year. Happy winter solstice. Is there a
Yeah.
term for the solstice?
Winter solstice.
Yeah.
No,
So-
you got it right.
yeah, but I'm saying, is there like a phrase for the winter solstice?
Oh.
Happy Yule.
Yule.
Whatever you're celebrating. Enjoy this time with your loved ones. Enjoy this time to rest, decompress. It can be stressful, and Christmas came very early for my family this year, like very quickly. The holidays are just here. We're in it. We're in the thick of it. And take
In
a
the thick of it.
take a moment for
Sorry.
yourself. Here's the thing. It's very easy to get caught up in the bullshit this time of year. Just like Tommy Jeff said, though, take care of yourself. What's important is that you are with people who care about you and that you care about. I would like to think. And if not, discover your fandom, find your community through that. And let us help you out in that process. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Until next time, be kind, broad mind, and may all of your issues be comic book.